So we're at the airport with Citywing and David Buck, the MD of the company. News that probably hasn't been unexpected from some quarters, that you are the chosen ones to take over flying from the Isle of Man to Scotland.
It's one of those things we've been looking at for a long while, Paul, and we've worked closely together with the Isle of Man government and Glasgow Airport to come up with something that we believe will be beneficial to the business community and to the island community for those visiting family and friends.
But you're only running 19 seats, aren't you? I mean, is that where the market is now?
We think that's the right aircraft because it obviously didn't work for Logan Air on the slightly larger aeroplane, and what we can do using the smaller aircraft is actually add additional frequency. So instead of a single daily service, we're going to be in a position to offer a double daily service on most days, with the view that if the numbers are there we can actually increase frequency also.
So you've looked at the numbers. You think this is a viable all-year-round proposition?
It is a viable all-year-round proposition. There are times of the year, like January and February and maybe November, where we might have to cut down frequency a little bit. But the intention is to offer something for the businessmen and obviously for those visiting the family and friends.
Now, governments seem to be involved in this because the announcement was made, here and also in Scotland. So, is there some sort of thing we need to know about? Some sweeteners that go on to make this work for you?
We can't actually take anything that is unavailable to other businesses either. So, what we'll do is we'll go through the normal channels to get marketing support, but that is available to other companies as well.
So there's no deal being done to make you do this? Because, I mean, obviously the Isle of Man seems to want it, Scotland seems to want it. They didn't come to you, with ideas of how to do it?
Not at all. I mean, we actually approached government as well as them approaching us, so it was a kind of a joint initiative.
I've got to ask you then, as Flybe also appear to be pulling out of other routes, are you now rubbing your hands with glee that you've got the market to yourselves now?
It's one of those things that, if I'm honest, yes, it's good for Citywing, but I don't necessarily see it as good for the island. I think certain routes do need a larger aeroplane, and that isn't something that Citywing have at the moment. It doesn't stop of expanding upwards sort of as time progresses, but there's certain things. I mean, if you look at, say, for example, Manchester, then Manchester just needs a larger aeroplane, and therefore that wouldn't be suitable for us.
This model's always been worked on. I mean, it's a tax, in the passenger tax doesn't get paid on, or didn't used to get paid on 19 and below. I don't know if it's changing. So I know the UK government's been looking at it.
No, we have to pay.
You do?
Yeah.
But that was the model, wasn't it? It was a better deal for you, really.
It is, but we, as you know, we actually look for little niche markets, and Glasgow fits that one well with the numbers there. There are other ones that may be available, I guess, in the future, but again, we'd have to look to see whether that suited our business model and whether that was something we wish to do.
But you threw your energies into Oxford. I mean, I was on the flight and we had a look round and you did all that sort of thing, and that didn't take off. Now, with the, again, contraction of Flybe, do you think those sort of things might come back on the runway again?
It doesn't stop us looking at them, but what actually happened was the APD came on Oxford. So when we had to pay extra £13 per passenger, again, that isn't something you can pass on because nobody wants to pay an extra £13.
Yeah. So the future, is it going to be this size aircraft for the Isle of Man in general?
My personal view is that from our business model, it works better with small aircraft with frequency as opposed to upscaling. There is additional cost to adding larger aircraft and obviously additional business risk. And from my point of view, we're a newish company with, even though we've got aged management, so to speak. Yeah. But we need to be careful on where we spend our money and how we invest. And we think that going to Scotland's a good investment for us. And in future, if Flybe do choose not to do other routes, then yes, we'll look at them. But it doesn't necessarily mean to say we'll take up the opportunity.